Here's a quick video on the reports you can run as a community moderator inside of Foliotek. So Sarah is a community moderator, so she has access to the students in her classes, and she has two different communities or classes that she's a part of, and we're going to take a look at the reports community. Once inside of the reports community, you should see all of the members or students that are in her class, members of her community. And you can get a glimpse of some of the activity students are doing by the tile the student is associated with. So if I look at James Bailey, for example, I can see he's submitted 22 works, he's uploaded 30 files, and he's done about 20% of his identity page. So this screen allows you to have a quick overview of some of the work students have been doing. You can filter this display by various options: what students haven't submitted work, what students haven't logged in the last 14 days, what students haven't worked on their identity page. In addition to filtering and just looking at your members, you can also run reports. The main types of reports you're going to run are the activity group categories report and the quiz report. We'll look at activity group categories first. The data you see in the activity group categories report breaks down the tile that you're looking at or the content you're interested in reviewing. So for the Career Success Program, I can see that 30 students have actually started the Career Success Program, 0 have completed, and 0 have not started. So that's good. Everybody's kind of getting in there and doing some sort of work. I can also see a brief overview of how the quizzes are being done as well. Let's take a look, though, at the detailed activity components of Career Success. When the details load, we can see each individual title of Career Success. So we can look at Getting Started, Self-Discovery, Career Exploration, and we see the same type of data here. So I can see that 30 of my students have actually started the Getting Started tile, and 0 have not started, and actually 0 have completed it as well. In Self-Discovery, that tile, I can see that 12 students have completed and 17 students have started and 1 student has not started. And I could view the details for this particular tile. So here I actually see data on the individual activities of the tile. So I look at the walkthrough, the wrap-up, the assignments, and I can see, for example, this assignment, 27 students have completed this assignment and 3 have not. Now, if I'm interested in seeing what students haven't completed this, I could view the details. Here shows me a listing of what students completed this particular assignment, when it was submitted, and what students have not. So I can quickly see, oh yeah, I can see that Marion has not completed the grit gauge. So those are the general type of reports you're going to look at when you look at activity group categories. And you can also run a quiz report that gives you data on the individual quiz results for your students. So here, once again, I'm going to choose what particular category I want. So in this case, I'll stick with Career Success, and I'm going to run this report. When this populates, I see again who has completed, who has not started, and who has started. I can also see the average score for all the students who have taken this first quiz, and who has passed and who has failed. I could view the details of the actual questions or the student summary. In looking at the student summary, I can see the date it was submitted, the score they received, and whether or not they passed. Additionally, whether or not they completed or have yet to complete. If I go back to the previous screen, I can actually view the individual questions for each quiz. And this will allow me to see how many students got the correct answer and how many students answered incorrectly, but what answer they were choosing. So if I looked at this particular question and view the answer results, I would see what students answered what response for each question. All of this data can be exported into a CSV file and manipulated in your application of choice.